Hi, this is James of Megalife 21, the hardest hitting internet talk radio station on the planet, and we could be found at www.myspace.com/Megalife21 or www.youtube.com/Megalife21 or www.newslettercensored.com. That's our most important website. Now, this is the final video of our show here at the Newsletter Censored Research Center in Northeastern New Jersey, and I am here with my longtime partner, the Reverend Dr. William J. Eisenman, and we're talking, the theme of this show, of course, if you've seen the first two, is the fact that pure, uncorrupted socialism is much closer to the God of the Bible than pure, uncorrupted free market capitalism that the right-wing fundamentalist conservatives love so much. When I laugh because I said uncorrupted free
I don't
market
think you
capitalism.
can have uncorrupted.
I don't think you can have uncorrupted free market capitalism because you have the bottom line as the first priority.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to tell this story about my good friend and a part of our organization, Captain Catron. Captain Catron was a Soviet Union Special Forces. He was in the Soviet military. Captain Catron, he grew up on the Black Sea. He was also a great fisherman too. He was stationed in China. He was stationed in Siberia. The guy used to survive in Siberia in deep snow, chopping wood and eating carcasses, eating wild animal and eating frozen raw meat just to survive. The guy's hardcore. Captain Catron, my great friend. And the reason why I'm bringing up Captain Catron is because Captain Catron told me many stories about the most prosperous time in the Soviet Union. Under Leonid Brezhnev, he had everything he ever wanted. Plenty of food. Soviet Union produced tremendous, what do they call that, bumper crops? When everything's going well with farms?
Yeah.
Bumper crops. He had paid for education at university. He had paid for clean, modern apartment. He did not work long hours to pay his bills. He had plenty of leisure time for dating, for hanging out with his friends, for vacations. He had plenty of that. He made adequate money, comfortable. He did not have to pay to go to the doctor or the dentist. Anytime he felt under the weather, sick, he went to the doctor. No pay. Like over here, you have to pay for every damn thing in this country. Everything. You can't even afford to get sick. He paid. Everything was paid for. Everything was prosperous. He was happy. He wasn't working long hours just to pay the bills like people do in this country. Like that woman who got up on stage with G.W. Bush and said, I have to work 3 jobs and I have to pay for my own health insurance. And then G.W. pats her on the back and says, oh, typical American, typical, good job, typical American. Yeah, right. Anyway, Captain Catron was happy back then. And then when Gorbachev came in, Ronald Reagan's buddy, things started going downhill. Because Reverend Bill wasn't at the beginning of the end, so to speak, for socialism in the Soviet Union?
Then Gorbachev started bringing in capitalism.
You know, that's when Reagan kept on talking about totalitarianism. Tear down that wall. Tear down that wall. Now it's a mess. I mean, like, he honestly had everything provided for him.
Let me add to that.
Like the Garden of Eden, like when God provided for Adam and Eve.
Well, let me add to that.
All right,
a little special thing that I understand. in Soviet Russia at that time,
right,
the chess players, it was determined that they would support these people to become chess players,
right,
and all of their needs were taken care of.
Okay.
All right. So all they had to do was spend their time learning chess.
Like Boris Spassky?
And guess what happened when they were freed of all these problems of life so that they could focus their mind?
Their minds were clear and relaxed.
Yes.
Low stress.
They became the greatest chess players in the world.
Because they didn't have the stress factor that the people in the United States, the chess players in the United States had.
Well, take one chess player in the United States. He had to make himself a living, and he never lived out his potential because of that.
See, but the Republican conservative, the
That was
conservative,
Reshevsky, by the way.
the right-wing conservatives mentioned that, that college students do much better when they're under the fire and there's competition. Oh, competition makes better products and better students and better everything. Competition, you told me, is of the devil's world.
Competition is of the devil. That's right. He competed with God. He wanted to be God.
Right.
So that's where competition began.
So these chess players had everything taken care of. They were relaxed. They had nothing but time to focus on their craft, on
Exactly.
chess, and they didn't have a worry in the world.
And like I also said, take Mozart or a Beethoven or something like that. Supposing they were poor slobs,
Right.
never got the ability or the money or the support of family or other supporters so that they could grow up and go to school and learn their craft. Well, they'd be nothing, right? They'd just come and go as far as history was concerned. You know, to be something, to be good at something, you need to do away with all those problems in life. Because they will disfocus you.
The unnecessary stresses of
Yes,
life.
because then you will be disfocused. You will not be able to focus on your goal, the goal that you wish to achieve.
Well, in martial arts, focus and balance is vital.
That's vital, yes.
You know, I mean, I know I don't want to try to be funny, but you heard Mr. Miyagi tell Daniel-san,
Wax
focus.
on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off.
And he
wax
didn't
on.
understand, you see, what that was.
Well, that's
training.
that's
in him.
blocking, right? That's blocking.
You know?
Waxing. Well, anyway.
Well, it was focusing. You were focusing on that job, and you were going to do the best job that you could
Right.
for that job.
Well, he also told
How can you do that if your focus is on the bottom line?
and all you care about is the bottom
Or
line
competing with your fellow students to be numero uno.
and competition. Competition causes nothing but negative things. Negative results come from constant competition.
Now, if they mean competition in the sense that if you have a product and you wish to improve the product, that's a different story.
Right.
But you see, once a big company gets a product, they don't want to improve it because that's going to cost them money. They're going to have to retool.
They want to produce it at a lower price.
And the same thing.
They want to produce it at a lower price and advertise it with deception,
Every
and lies.
single product you see advertised, after a few months, it's always saying, new.
It's a lie.
It's the same old.
New and improved. Let's take Windows. Oh, by the way, that video we did about Linux Mint being the perfect replacement for a problematic Microsoft Windows, getting a lot of views. That was really a good video. But anyway, let's take Microsoft. They pretty much take the same. Now Esmeralda might be you could disagree, you could stop me if I'm wrong. They take pretty much the same operating system and they change the aesthetics of it, and they tweak it.
Tweak a little feature here, a little feature there.
Here, little feature there. It basically does the same thing. You have to go through the same bullshit upgrades constantly and wait. But anyway, and they keep on selling you. You have to pay for everything they have. New, where Linux everything's free. Okay, but it's the same operating system under a different name with a different
colors,
facelift, with a different aesthetic difference.
Yeah.
Free market capitalism, perfect example right there. Deception, lies, but the government lets them do it. The conservative government.
Deregulation.
Huh?
Deregulation.
So deregulation means companies
Can do anything they want.
Could exploit you as a worker.
They do, don't they?
They can deceive you as a customer and lie to you as a customer, take your money,
Pay you crap.
When you have a problem, give you lousy customer service. You know what You know what companies like Friendly's, food chains similar to Friendly's, you know what they do? One of my teachers is a lawyer. He got so pissed off at Friendly's one time. It took 40 minutes just to correct their food order. Anyway, he was livid. You know what corporate food chains do when you have a problem and you call them up? First of all, when you finally get a human being on the phone, they send you coupons. That's how they say I'm sorry. Send you money, coupons. All right, we got to end this.